Local news about local people. This is Newslink Indiana.
Hello, thanks for joining us on newslinkindiana.com for Tuesday, January 31st, 2006. I'm Abby Walton. A smoking ban in Delaware County is one step closer after the Board of Health voted Monday night to support the measure. Now, as Newslink Indiana's Jennifer Fike tells us, it's up to county commissioners.
After a few suggestions, changes, and discussion, the Delaware County Board of Health voted
all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Unanimously for the proposal on the smoking ordinance. County Commissioner Tom Bennington attended the meeting and is pleased with the outcome.
I feel elated, actually, although it went the way I had hoped. So we're happy that they endorse it.
The ban would end smoking in all public places, excluding freestanding bars, hotel and motel rooms designated for smoking, private clubs for those 21, and truck stops. Board of Health members John Peterson and Judith Rupke are pleased with the progress of the ban.
Yeah, Judy and I have worked together for years, on smoking ordinances and smoking task forces, and this is really the closest we've gotten, and we're probably within a week away of really being able to make a nice contribution.
Yeah.
Since the proposal received support from the Board of Health, the ban is one step closer, which means smokers may have to put out and get out of public places. In Muncie, Jennifer Fike, Newslink, Indiana.
The ban is scheduled to go before the county commissioners February 6th and 21st for final vote. A Muncie woman faces murder charges after police say she shot her boyfriend. Witnesses say 41-year-old Tamara Drum killed 41-year-old Richard Coomer Monday afternoon. Police say the two had a deteriorating relationship and that Coomer had moved out of Drum's house a week ago. He was apparently back at the house to pick up some items when the fatal argument ensued. Several neighbors said the couple was arguing in the front yard where he hit her twice. Drum returned with the gun moments later and shot him. One Newcastle business is attracting national attention. Newslink Indiana's Tiffany Schreier tells us why it gives an old-fashioned idea a modern twist.
One man's dream
to be a photographer
has become reality.
Now I'm living that dream.
David Nance, owner of Nance Photography, is running his dream business. But the real story behind the pictures, the way he's living.
A way of living so unique it landed him a role on HGTV. Nance and his wife live above their downtown Newcastle studio, but this isn't your typical mom-and-pop style business.
Hopefully we become a trendsetter and showing that it's doable and it works. It doesn't have to happen just in big cities. It can also work in small towns also.
The building is almost 100 years old. Nance remodeled each room to mix an old-fashioned feel with a modern twist. It also allows Nance to mix business with pleasure. He says the loft is great for entertaining and just steps away from work.
Living above your business, that's great for a lot of reasons. You're close to work. I don't know, it's a great place to entertain.
And in March, you can see for yourself just how entertaining the Nances are when their lives are played out on HGTV's Rezoned. In Newcastle, Tiffany Schreier, Newslink, Indiana.
In addition to filming in Newcastle, HGTV will also be in Cambridge City for the Rezoned episode. A Muncie couple faces charges they stole $12,000 from a sympathy club. 35-year-old Charles Woolhams and his wife, 36-year-old Valeria Woolhams, appeared at their initial court hearing Monday. The judge released Valeria Woolhams on bond so she could take care of her son's health problems. Both Woolhams will stand trial in July. They're charged with using their positions as bookkeepers for the club to embezzle. And a teacher at Winchester Middle School faces 2 charges of sexual misconduct with a minor. 57-year-old Bruce Lake resigned after 2 felony charges were filed against him last week. Officials have not released details of the accusations. Lake was an industrial technology teacher at Driver Middle School in Winchester. He worked for Randolph Central Schools for the past 22 years. And now here's Joe Thomas with a look at our weather. And Joe, we saw something today that has been foreign to us for a while, some snow.
Just a few flurries, just a little bit of snow, but more importantly, some colder weather, which is kind of exciting for this time of year since that's our average. Unfortunately, that is not going to stick around. Tomorrow, we are expecting temperatures to go back up again. I'll tell you about that just up in the forecast. But as of, on average, January was definitely warmer than usual. We had more than 25 days that were above statistical average for the month of January. We had about 5 66/100 of an inch of precipitation. Only 2 2/10 of an inch were snow. January was warm, so what are we expecting about February? I'll tell you about that and the extension of the 5-day forecast coming up. Tonight we're expecting lows around 31 in Muncie, mid to lower 30s throughout East Central Indiana, 32 in Indianapolis and Bloomington, 33 in Lafayette as the night goes on tonight. So as you can see, we have this low pressure system out to our north here that's going to be moving closer to our area but not bringing us any precipitation with us. Cold front's not going to bring us any colder temperatures, but we are watching this system out to our northwest. They'll be moving in towards the beginning of the weekend into Friday and Saturday, bringing us a chance for some rain, possibly some snow depending on that temperature. So we're watching that very carefully. Keep an eye on that as we make our way to the weekend. Highs above normal once again tomorrow. We're back up on that roller coaster again. 49 in Indianapolis and Muncie, expecting a high of 50 in Bloomington for February 1st, a high of 47, so way above average for this time of year. Tonight, conditions are fair, partly cloudy, low of 31 degrees, winds out of the south-southwest from 5 to 8 miles an hour. Breeze will pick up tomorrow about 11 to 17 miles an hour as that goes on, with a high of 49 degrees because of those winds that are out of the south. Partly cloudy conditions. We are warming up again. Unfortunately, that warm-up's only going to last a few days. Next week, we're expecting something very different than what we've been seeing. So take a look at this. Wednesday and Thursday, decent days, high in the upper 40s, winds increasing. As we take a look at this weekend and start out, it does look to be a little rocky as we get started. We are expecting some rain on Friday. Temperatures will cool down quite a bit from Friday to Sunday, bringing us a chance for some snow. And as we start February, we're going to start seeing this actual colder trend. So we are expecting a very cold February.
So I guess people need to enjoy these last few spring-type days before the winter sets in again. 2 more
nice days, and then we're in for the real winter. So.
Thanks, Joe. One lucky Hoosier is headed to Super Bowl 40 after winning an internet video game sweepstakes. 17-year-old Audrey Marhofer beamed from ear to ear when a crew surprised her this afternoon at her Muncie area Career Center classroom.
It's amazing because not a lot of people can live through their lifetime and say that they went to the Super Bowl.
Former Colts player and Executive Director of Administration Bill Brooks presented the tickets to Marhofer, who won the World Food Program's online sweepstakes Food Force. Marhofer volunteers locally to fight hunger and signed up for the game while surfing the organization's website. Marhofer plans to take her uncle, an avid football fan, with her. A public hearing this evening in Yorktown will discuss a proposed multi-million-dollar school renovation project. As Newslink Indiana's Shala Sass shows you, it could be vital to students.
Mount Pleasant Township schools are running out of space and now want to spend $29 million of taxpayers' money to fix the problem.
I think that it would be money very well spent for the community. The schools haven't had a lot done to them. I've got kids that are in very low elementary school and moving up, and I don't want them to go to an out-of-date school.
Tuesday night's hearing focuses on a plan to build a new middle school on this 50-acre lot and upgrade the heating, cooling, and plumbing systems at all of Yorktown's schools. They also want to create a new parking area for buses. The superintendent has high hopes for these plans.
Schools are the vital life to attracting people to your community. Why do people move to a smaller community or even a larger community? They are here when they want a good education for their young people.
And as for taxpayers who don't have children,
I think that that's a give and take in the community. There are things that I don't benefit from that our taxes go for that other people might use, whether it's poor relief or who knows what. But I think that you put all the tax money into a big pot, and where it goes, it's not going to make everyone happy all the time.
The meeting will include a detailed presentation of what will be included in the 50-acre lot. In Muncie, Shala Sass, Newslink, Indiana.
And those are the headlines for East Central Indiana for Tuesday, January 31st. Join us again Monday for more local news about local people right here on newslinkindiana.com.